Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play LOTRO with me, Balthelion. So today we're picking up exactly where we left off last time, which is helping out these few remnants of the Boar clan just outside the Abomination village. So we speak to Blair.
It is not our custom to trust Devodiard, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
We must put an end to the Abominations once and for all. They are naught but an evil hindrance. We also need to discover if there is any evidence that is truly created by Saruman himself. If so, then the situation is much greater than we have feared. Come with us. We attack at night, and we will destroy these abominations once and for all. Speak with me when you are ready to depart. So off we go. So basically now we're going to storm the entire village.
The have become a plague to the people of the Dunland. Bligh of the Boar clan has asked you to accompany him into Lan Colvan to end this threat once and for all.
So we're going to go literally where we went to last time we came in the village, but we're going to go up the hill and it comes kind of like all the way back across to the east and then it goes north again, and then there's like a big town hall central structure that we'll be going to. You have done well to clear out a large portion of the village. We must end this menace now. The abominations must cease to exist. We will end this abomination menace once and for all. And they disagree. We can still save these people. It is not their fault they are like this. And Gwyn doesn't give a shit. He's just like, I will fight with you, Pendulous. We will smite them all. Okay, these rats aren't actually going to fight me. Now, each of these guys is actually giving me a little bit of a buff. So let's have a look what we got. That's not going to tell you? Okay. 1, 2, 3. So I don't know which one's giving me which. Protection of life increases your in-combat morale and power regen greatly. Protection of fortitude decreases incoming damage by 70%. And protection of strength increases your outgoing damage greatly. So it's kind of a bit like, not properly like inspired greatness. You sometimes get inside epic instances for the older epic quests. But it kind of buffs you up in a much similar fashion, because it would affect those kind of stats anyway. The good thing is as well, these buffs in combination with being a champion, so I can do nice AoE, plus being slightly over leveled as well, means I can just murder them. Now we have to protect Blair. I don't think it really matters if the other two die. It probably will still fail the instance anyway. But it shouldn't be too hard to keep him alive. But as you can see, the village is significantly less densely populated than when we were in here last time in the open landscape. So here we go. So this is the second switch back. So now we go up to the top level now. There's a couple of boys attacking us. They've got quite a bit of health, 15k each, these escort NPCs. And they do know how to cast a healing spell, so they should be able to keep themselves alive and even heal you if you somehow get into trouble. So we come up the top bit here, and we have the big town hall central structure. This is where we're going to be going. So we'll focus on the troll. Just AoE down everything else in the meantime. There we go. So even the trolls are being turned into filthy abominations. You know, men, orcs, and trolls. Saruman knows no decency. Pair of trolls. There we go. Murder most horrid. So now we're going to go inside. Okay. I thought they were going to say something first before we go inside, but no, we just go inside. There we go. You have stepped inside Not Fist's hut. So we have someone we can speak to. The Uber Troll boss. Gwyn is standing at the ready, but these two guys have different ideologies on what we should do next. So we have both of them screaming at the same time. Are they constantly going to keep talking? Yeah, I think they're going to pretty much say all their stuff on loop. So if you remember their conversations earlier, so Blair wants to just kill everyone. We can't let all these abominations live. Whereas Delwyn on the left is like, no, they're not all bad. It's not their fault that they're like this. Bear in mind, pretty much everyone in this tent is an orc or a troll. There's no members of the Boar clan here, so does it really matter if we commit genocide? But you can only do one of these 2 quests, so you have to decide how you're going to proceed. So if we have a look over here. We cannot kill these abominations. They were once like us, and many still are. Please, Pendulous, do not harm these people anymore. They have already been through so much. Instead, speak to Nordfist. He will let you see the error of your ways. Save our twisted kin once and for all from the mass slaughter that the player desires. And then for your troubles, you'll get a cloak, which looks like so. So you've got like an abomination monster, and a member of the Boar clan, because you can see he's got a little boar's head on his tabard there, attacking the abomination. And you get a cloak like that in either the a might heavy one, agility heavy one, or will heavy one. But this cloak is completely intact. So you may prefer this one, or if you're like me, because this one's way cooler. So we have delivered a significant blow to the ranks of the abominations. Now it is the time to finish their leader. End this once and for all, Devodiad. Do not listen to Delvin. It is time to kill these creatures and put an end to them. But there's no Dunlandings, they're all trolls and orcs, and we hate trolls and orcs. So once again, you're going to have a might, agility, and will version of this cloak. But look at this. It's been ripped to shreds, it's like been clawed, it's all ripped, it's covered in blood, which is pretty cool. It's the only cloak in game, unless they've snuck some obscure way of acquiring another one, that is, quite frankly, so bloody and gory. So I think this is pretty cool and much cooler than the one that's intact. But you might prefer the one that is intact. But obviously if you bring 2 characters through here, you can have one do one quest, one do the other quest. So you can have both cloaks and then just put them into your wardrobe storage. And then you can have both cloaks as you see fit for as many characters as you like. Now I don't think this dies. Oh, it does die a bit. So you could, dye it more red. Or dye it as you see fit. What's it look like in black, maybe? Yeah, so it's still quite like brutally bloodstained no matter how you want to do it. About white. Let's make it too white. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to go with this one. We're going to murder them all. Murder! Finish the abominations! You've killed Notfist, ending the nightmare. Why save that which is already lost? The deed is done, for better or worse. We have dealt with these abominations, except all the ones that stood around the room. Let us leave here and return to camp. We will talk at greater length there. So I don't know why we don't kill the other ones that just stood around the edges. So speak to Blair. So we have the hand in for the instance and the hand in for the bonus quest that we did that gives us the cloak.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
A great warrior does not hesitate when unpleasant decisions must be made. You have proven yourself one of the greatest warriors I have met. Thank you. I am in your debt. So we will pick the one that offers might. So as you can see, it gives me more might and vitality. I don't have agility. I gain some power. Don't really care too much. I gain some evade. Yeah, it's nice. And a little bit more armor rating. So we'll take that anyway.
I have not seen your kind before.
You did well, Pendulous. The important part is that we found evidence that Saruman is behind the creation of these abominations. The elders must call assembly and unite the Avancloof. We will meet you there as soon as we prepare our camp. Thank you for all your help.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
The abominations have been dealt with, and that is a very good thing. You are clearly a person to be trusted. We need the elders to know, however, that the threat of Saruman is real. Return to Lanros and tell the elders that the time for action is now. Explain to them what the abominations truly are, and maybe they will listen, although I do not have much faith. Tell them that the time for the assembly is here, and we will stand with them. Go now! So take that all the way back to Elder Dean back at the camp. And they're going to basically call together kind of like a bit of a war council and decide whatever they're going to do next. So we're trying to avoid some of these guys that are going to be littered around on our way back to town, because it's not too far a ride. Although my quest tracker is in the way again, so I need to go slightly more east actually. There it is in the distance. But yeah, so these guys are kind of like tucked out the way. They were like, nah, Saruman's not going to trouble us. You know, we're kind of like hidden in there. I mean, Saruman had troubled them before. That's why they had to remove from the village we just came from, and you know, settle out in the swamps where no one really wants to live because there's not really any like food or anything nice. But they thought they were all right, so let's see what they have to say. I see. This is what I had most feared. I am thankful to you for relaying this information to me. I'm afraid that Bear is right. We cannot no longer wait and hope for peace. I have need of you again, Pendulous. So we can choose a shield, which is not too bad looking. Some trousers, which if I just put on... So it's just pretty much a plain pair of trousers that will look like. Or some heavy armour looking shoulder pads. So nothing too fancy.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
It is time to call the people together for assembly. We must explain to them that the situation is dire, and the time for action is now. I want you to return to the hunters and the scouts, and bring them back to Landros. You also need to seek out the protectors of the pristine glades to the west of the river. Speak to Maugan underneath the great tree. He may need to put his affairs in order before he will help you. We must go to war, but we would go to war as a united people. So there we go. They're calling together the war council. They're going to go to war with Saruman. What's the worst that could happen? So we need to call the scouts, we need to call the hunters, and we need to go get the other people that we haven't met yet. So if you remember, the scouts are up at the northeast, where we came into the region. So they're the guys that are at the campfire to the northeast. The hunters are the guys down near the turtles and the Avanks in the southeast. So we'll grab these two people. So they're going to be by this tree that's over in the distance. And then we have to go west across the river to this bank over here, where we're going to meet some of the other guys that we haven't actually met yet. And they're in a pretty cool kind of secluded area. That, funny enough, has actually reappeared recently in game. Elder Dean sent you. I am glad that they have finally seen fit to do something. All of this endless waiting and time away from my family has been maddening. Tell Elder Dean that I will come, and if you see my wife, tell her as well. There we go. So, but yeah, the pristine glade, which is the secret area that we're going to kind of go to, has recently shown up again in Northern Mirkwood. We're in like a little dream sequence. I'm not sure if it was intentionally meant to be the pristine glade or whether they just kind of cheated and reused the assets, which is probably more likely, because they did redress it a bit. But we noticed when we were replaying it, we were like, hang on a minute, isn't that the pristine glade from Dunland? And we were like, yeah. They kind of cheated a bit there. So the hunters are just over here. Baby bog slug won't attack. How they can eat those slugs, I don't know. You'd have to at least wash them to get rid of the sliminess. I can't imagine they taste nice. They're probably going to be like all chewy.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
The elders sent you? Then this must be of grave importance. We return to Landros. Thank you, fearsome hunter, for summoning us. So lastly then, we need to get all the way across to Maugan, who is right over there on the northwest. So I think we'll cut away rather than riding all the way over there, and I will meet you guys in a moment. Okay, so we're back and we're just crossing the river now. As you can see, this is a proper river. You are going to have to swim across, but we can mount back up on the other side. And if we just head slightly north up here, past all these trees, we should find a guy in front of a cave. Or two guys, as the case may be. And this guy, basically he's going to be like, who the hell are you? I don't trust you.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
Stop! No one is allowed through here. You want to be allowed entrance here? I do not care if the elders themselves... They did? Nevertheless, you need to prove yourself to me. I am the keeper of the cave. Before you enter, you must clear the land of the foul monsters. When you return, when you are done, you may safely pass. Okay, we will do your challenge, sir. We need to defeat 6 river turtles and 4 dun crows. Now there will be quite a lot of these on the western banks of the river where we are now, but if needed there will be some more on the eastern side, or you can just go really far south. On this side you should be able to find enough. So we'll just spank a few turtles. I was trying to hit the crow, but we can pull this. How do we get that out of the crow? Should be in range. There we go. There's another crow there. I like how I'm just pulling so much shit and not giving damn. I probably wouldn't be pulling this much if I was on level. The turtles do have a bit more health than the crows. But thankfully there won't be any nasty poisons or anything like that. So that's 3 of the turtles. We need 1 more crow. 3 more turtles. That's a turtle. There's a crow down here. There's another turtle. Pew the crow. Pew the crow. Pew that turtle. There's one to my left. Hopefully I can get this one without aggroing everyone else. Come on, you must be in range for that. There we are. So kill all these. Now there was actually someone questing around when I started recording, so thankfully they're not around here, otherwise it might be a little bit harder to find some of these if he was literally on the same quest. As I say, you can go all the way down to the south over there on this side, or if you're really struggling, just swim back across the river. There's a few more bits and pieces there. There's actually another turtle there that I missed. There we go, so we can talk to Win. I'm surprised it's Win with an I though. I would have thought it would be Win with a Y. It's meant to be Welsh, but hey ho. Well done. You have completed the task of the keeper. You may pass. There we go. I thought you were actually going to give me a follow-up quest before I entered, but no. Alright. Fine. Or maybe we get some quests from the guy inside. So here we go then. So we're going down like a little like canyon on the other side of the cave, which leads us to like a hidden valley, which is pretty cool. And it's all beautiful and pretty. I mean, look at all the flowers. You've got this lovely big like Great Deku tree in the middle. It's literally like the Great Deku tree clearing, isn't it? You got some pretty cool waterfalls over there. On all sides, really. I mean, it's a wonder this place hasn't flooded. Nice full moon over there. And Malgan, the guy we need to speak to, is right in the middle here. So,
hear me out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell.
The elders wish to call assembly. I cannot leave until I know the glade is safe. First, we need to make sure that borders are secure. Saruman is constantly trying to discover what we have hidden here. We watch the edges of the glade very carefully for any of his spies, because if he finds out the true magic of this place, we fear that he will destroy the tree. We can't have him destroy the Great Deku tree. That'd be horrible. We found this Kraben and killed it, but I worry that it is one of the wizards. Go to each guard post and check with the guards there, then report back to me with your findings. So basically we've got 3 points of the triangle to go and do. So first we're going to go southwest, and there will be a guy over here where all these crows are, somewhere. There he is. The Kraben are everywhere. Saruman's spies. We need to get rid of the glade. Rid the glade of them. However, they fly too quickly and too high for us to kill them. The tree will help defend itself. We must move the boulders, protecting the tree's roots. Move these rocks. Move 3 rocks near one of the Kraben, and the tree should help you pull down one of the spies. Hurry! Kill as many spies as you can and return to me when the deed is done. So basically, yeah, these crows are being really agile, not letting us catch them, but if we move the rocks, we can basically let the roots jump up. Okay, you becoming attackable? No, you're not. As I say, it wants to attack me, but I can't hit it at the minute because it's got this nasty buff on it. But now it doesn't have any buff because now you've been grabbed by a tentacle vine thing. There we go, 1 of 4. So what is this buff? Does it only get when it's in combat? Oh, this one just doesn't care. Oh, now it cares. Okay, but that's constricted even though I only removed 2 rocks. I'm not going to argue. 2 spies. There's one over here. There we go. So this one's got the buff. Attacks from above. 90% of all damage done to the Kraven is redirected to the attacker. So it's actually a reflect. So yeah, you probably don't want to hit that too hard. There we go. So he's rooted. He loses this buff. And now we can just hit him for 100% of damage and then take another return. That's 3 of 4. Now we just need one more. Obviously there are plenty of spare rocks as well. So there's enough around. This one's actually already in a root. So I'm just going to murder it. I'm not entirely sure why that is. But I'm not going to argue. So if we head back to Guard Kai. Where is he? Over here. Well done, but the Kraven will be back. Hurry quickly and make sure all of the guard posts are safe. Then report back to Malgan. Saruman is here. So that was number 1. So now we need to... I think it's going to be Guard Ambras at the west. It's going to be the next one. I don't know why it's sending me down there still. I've done that one. This is where we need to go. Guard Ambras on the western side. The Uruk-hai are attacking from the cave across the river. They carry torches and are attempting to light the tree on fire. We must stop the torchbearers from reaching the tree. Protect the tree at all costs. Get ready. So we have to defend this from several attacks. Now we don't need to worry too much about the normal guys. It's literally the torchbearer mobs we need to be wary of. So we need to murder these. We can assist with the other guys. Help them kill the bonus mobs. But we have to basically just sit here until we've got all the guys murdered. So focus on the torchbearer. The other guys aren't going to do any harm. This guy will ignore the mobs and just try and cross the river. And at a certain point, if he gets too far without being challenged, he will just cause you to fail the quest. So murder these, and I think we have like 3 or 4 waves. That was the one I was trying to hit, but whatever. It disarmed me. There we go. There we go, nice big shing shing. 3. 1 more. There we go, brutal murder. I think that's probably going to be the last one. Once this boy dies. Or maybe not, we're going to have a 5th wave. Yeah, just keep going. Okay, this is probably the last one because there's 2 guys that spawn. There we go, new deed Uruk-hai Slayer. Why have you only triggered now? Maybe because the other ones were grey. Maybe the archer at the back was pewing the other ones, which turned them grey. Right, so we're done here. We're done, Pendulous, but the Uruk-hai will be back. Hurry quickly and make sure all of the guard posts are safe. Then report back to Malgan. Saruman is here. So now we need to head to Guard Edred at the southern guard post. Yeah, I keep opening up my map, but we don't have a map. So he's literally going to be over here where these fires are. He's actually over here. It's pretty much going to be the same thing. It's defend against the nasties. Half-orcs are attacking from the south. Hurry! Help us defend the tree! So here they come. So we can just pretty much stay here, let them come to us. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of... what is it? Is it the Warden level 15 quest where you're down in the Vow of Andrath, the southern Breland, holding the line against the hordes that are encroaching on you? It's basically the same sort of style of quest. So we can stay here. I mean, arguably we could go actually deeper in that because we don't need these guys to help us at the minute. I could quite happily murder all these guys on my own. We can maybe meet them over the other side where they spawn. There's actually one guy at the back throwing torches, which is a bit of a nuisance, but whatever. There we go, we'll come over here, screw it. Dogs is not going to fail the quest. Come on everyone, to me. Okay, run back past me then. There we go, full AoE, that got your attention. There we go. So again, there's probably going to be 5 waves of this. Was that wave number 3? So this is probably wave number 4. Well, one of them got through. Oh no, I've got him. There we go. You have done all you can to stop the attack. There we go. So the survivors are running off. They've decided it's not profitable to continue attacking. Talk to guard Edrud. Well done, but the half-orcs will be back. Hurry quickly and make sure all of the guard posts are safe. Then report back to Maugan. Saruman is here. So annoyingly, they've put me in combat now because there's another wave still attacking. Hopefully, if they kill those mobs soonish, I can actually mount up. So we're heading back to the Great Tree then, where now we should be able to recruit Maugan. I don't know what those horrible noises that are coming from behind are. As you can see, yeah, they're desperate to defend the alleged magic tree. So Maugan.
I have not seen your kind before.
What? Saruman has attacked? The elders must be told. This is ill news. Go back to the elders. Tell them that I myself will attend the assembly. The tree cannot be allowed to perish. I must reinforce the guards. Then I will meet you in Landros. Go! Hurry! So what rewards have we got? We have a small kite shield, which is pretty cool looking. That is a heavy shield though. Cosmetically you could still equip it on other characters. But I think it would only actually, yeah, because I think it would only cosmetically actually override the heavy shield even if you could equip it. So maybe you might be out of luck. Boots, fairly plain looking, wouldn't worry too much about them. And then pauldrons is the one we just saw earlier as well. So we'll take the shield. There we go then. So our next objective is to head back to Elderdean in Landros, but I think that's probably about enough for today. So we will stop there, and then next episode we will call the assembly and convene the war council to go to war with Saruman. So until then, see you guys next time.